Trump breaking news. Trump can rattle Hillary Clinton. The 2016 Democratic nominee lost to Donald Trump, but she debated well. She gave Kamala Harris advice in an interview. Trump debates are as familiar to Hillary Clinton as any other Democrat. As her party's nominee in 2016, Hillary attended 3 of Mr. Trump's 6 general election debates. Those debates shaped the nation's view of his candidacy and presidency. Naturally, Mr. Trump won the 2016 election, which still worries Democrats. When Mrs. Clinton called this week to discuss her old debate coach, Karen Dunn, who is now coaching Vice President Kamala Harris, I asked about her debate experience with Mr. Trump. The consensus was that I won all 3 debates and that I was well prepared, Mrs. Clinton added. Lightly edited and truncated discussion snippets follow. Remember your debate preparations for Donald Trump? Trump literally mocked my preparation in the first debate. People laughed at us for preparing for a presidential debate in front of 85 or 90 million people. I stated I prepared. Another thing I prepared for was being president. Since I was confident. Content was familiar. I was relaxed. I also knew I had to ignore Trump and not let him take center stage. What advice would you give Kamala Harris before her Trump debate? Both her California races and her debate with Mike Pence showed her debate skills. She must be ready to go on offensive and defense against Trump because there's a lot to cover. Have you discussed this debate with Harris? He dodges queries. His details are lacking. According to reports, he will take a scorched earth approach and try to destroy her, as usual. You must address his poor performance as president, his stated goals for the upcoming term, and Project 2025. My assessment is that she has good ammunition. Is her general tactic of ignoring or belittling Trump correct? I think it works. I think her strong, enthusiastic campaign is appealing. He just has to say or do something to destroy her. He has nothing good to say about our country or the world, and she's handling him wonderfully. Can she learn anything else from your Trump experience? Well, Philippe Reines, a former advisor to Mrs. Clinton who has dressed up as Mr. Trump in both her and Ms. Harris's debate prep sessions, playing Trump is perfect because he did such a good job conveying the whole package of Trump for me that I am sure he is doing the same for the vice president. Have you discussed debate strategy with Harris? I discussed several topics with her. You shouldn't bait her. She should bait him. He's upsettable. He can't handle direct, substantial attacks. I think her prosecutorial background will prepare her for it. I suppose when I claimed he was a Russian puppet and sputtered on stage, you could get out a fact that unnerves him. More stage time doesn't make him a good leader. His leadership is unstable. More exposure will cast suspicion on him. That's what this discussion is about, because her or his supporters won't change. However, significant movement in important states could convince people not to sign on for another 4 years. Washington-based Reed J. Epstein covers elections and campaigns. He worked at Politico, Newsday, The Wall Street Journal, and the Milwaukee Journal-Sentinel before joining The Times in 2019. Reed J. Epstein Info.